Welcome to DBSN GameDay. I'm Jack Carter alongside Kevin Lanasa. To start off this show, let's send it over to Tyson Mount to go over our Bears recap.
What's up, Bears? My name is Tyson Mount. Berlin is currently 0-5 and is playing 2-3 Hilliard Darby. Darby plays a wing T offense and passed a total of 9 times last week. This team is a very run-heavy offense with 326 rushing yards last week. Running back Cohen Cornegie dominated the rushing game with 223 yards and a touchdown last week. Darby had 18 passing yards last week, so the Bears are prepared to face the run with the blitz. Last week versus Orange was not great offensively with the predictable Wildcat offense. The Bears will be throwing in some Wildcat offense again this week with star wide receiver Colton Less. They will switch off plays between Colton and J.D. Gennard. The defense has played extremely well this season, keeping the Bears in the game. They have been excellent on special teams, changing the momentum of the games this season. Stick to the game plan, and the Bears should come out with the victory this homecoming game. Now, let's send it back to Kevin and Jack at the desk.
Thanks, Tyson. So let's go to our games around the town. So, Kevin, tell me about Olentangy and Thomas Worthington and how Olentangy at 4-1 can dominate Thomas Worthington.
Yeah, Olentangy, they're coming off of a win against Westerville Central, and it was a pretty dominating win at that. Thomas Worthington, they are coming off of a close game in overtime loss to Dublin Scioto. So they're going to be looking to bounce back against Olentangy.
That's good, Kevin. So two teams that are looking to extend their win streaks, Marysville and Dublin Jerome. So for me, I have Jerome here. They're 3-2. They beat Reynoldsburg 45-0. So their offense is very good, and their defense has held teams to low scores, like Westerville South to 13 and Dublin Kaufman to 7. So I got the Celtics there.
For the last game, we have Darby and Berlin, of course. Darby, they love running the triple option, and they're going to be looking for that for the Berlin defense to give up openings. And Berlin's coming off of a pretty bad loss against Orange, losing 31-7. And they're going to be looking to get their first win of the season today.
All right, so Kevin, what can you tell me about this Wildcat offense, as Tyson mentioned, with star receiver Colton Less?
Yeah, I feel like they need to figure out different ways than besides the Wildcat. They not just run it over and over again. And yeah, basically, just don't run it over and over again. And because the defense is they're going to pick up on it. And if they pick up on it, they're going to get no yards on it.
Yeah, that's good, Kevin. So, as Tyson said, other quarterback that's going to rotate in, J.D. Gennard. Last week, he was thrown into the fire versus Orange. He was sacked multiple times, and he's a senior, so he's looking to get his shot. And the other quarterback who was benched earlier in the year, Tice Dent, also a lefty. He's a junior. He has not played up to the coach's standard, but the upside for him is he is a better runner than J.D., so they will be looking to use that to their advantage against Orange. Thanks for watching DBSN GameDay, and let's
evening, everyone. It is a wonderful evening here at Olentangy Berlin High School as we see the Olentangy Berlin Bears and the Hilliard Darby Panthers square off. It is homecoming night, and as usual, the festivities here are increased. I'm Ishan Chahanda, and with me is Alex Dargat, and we got a beautiful game ahead of us. Right, Alex?
Beautiful night. It is sunny. There is a slight breeze coming through. Not as bad as last week. But yeah, just a beautiful night for another rendition of this Berlin versus Darby matchup.
And this is, again, a in-conference matchup. Both teams face off every year. And Berlin has done pretty well recently against the Panthers.
Bears have not lost against the Panthers since their first season in 2018. 6-game win streak. All-time record is 6-1 against the Panthers.
The Panthers hope this year is going to be different. They've started out 2-3 with respectable wins, but the Bears are hoping to prove something different here at Berlin Stadium. The home crowd hoping to force a different day.
Darby coming off 2 straight losses from Grove City and Hilliard Davidson. Close game at Grove City last week, 28-21.
The Bears have started 0-5 with a blowout loss last week to Olentangy Orange, but they have held it close to many of their opponents, including Olentangy Liberty, defending state champions last year, and St. Francis de Sales, as the Olentangy Berlin Bears now the Bear and they head to their sideline.
Hype up the student section there to hype them up.
Oh yeah.
As we get ready for this kickoff.
Oh yeah, they're ready. Coming up, all pumped.
Darby has won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. Berlin will receive.
And as you can see here, so spirits are high, even though the Bears have started winless. The student section is packed all the way through.
Oh, into the overflow.
Oh yeah.
That's the band. Impressive show out from the students tonight. Love to see it. Showing their Berlin pride.
Darby, a little bit sparse today, but
Can't really blame them.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a drive.
yeah, maybe they'll come through. You don't know.
Hey, could be stuck in traffic.
Yeah. You don't know what's happening at 270 today.
No, believe me. Friday 270 rush hour, that is a recipe for a disaster.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
We are honoring our veterans who are here tonight, as tonight is Military Appreciation Night. Thank you for those who have served our country and fought for the freedoms that we have.
It's great things that they've done. So you can see Darby getting out to kick off formation. Number 91, their kicker, Arthur Day Almeida, teeing up. And for Berlin, back deep, number 4, number 3, AJ Clark and Colton Less. And it's a sunny night, and from left to right, they're about to kick off.
Here we go.
From left to right, De Almeida sends it away. There we go. Celeste makes a move. He gets past the 35. And he's down at the 37. A good start for the Berlin offense as they get solid field position.
Great return. I feel like Berlin's special teams have only gotten better and better each week. We saw some big returns last time against Orange. We saw they had a lot of room to run, and we saw that right there as Les just returned it to the 37, giving the Bears good field position for this struggling offense.
It gives them a good helping hand. And as their offense heads out,
Looks like Les is going to start the game at QB.
and with A.J. Clark to his left, 2 wide receivers split right, 1 towards the near side. It's Tony Johnson, the sophomore, in today. Berlin sporting the baby blue uniforms, Hilliard Darby in the all whites, or in the whites and the black pants, the black helmet. They'll hand it off to Clark, and Clark gets up to the 41. They'll pick up 2, and they'll set up a 2nd and 8. Darby showed a lot of pressure. They stacked the box.
Most definitely. They had about 7 people in that box. D line, they run that 3. They run that 3-4, or the 4-3. Sorry.
Unless back in the gun. Take snap. No, right. Oh, and he's got a real open receiver, and it is caught. And it's Landon Sexton for the first down. Down at the Darby 38.
Had to have been a miscommunication by the Darby defense. He was left wide open, and if Les could have got the pass with a little more juice on it, that could have been a house call.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the second play of the game.
Darby's lucky that he didn't put a little bit more juice on that pass. Man motion, that's Rhodey. Oh, false start.
Bears are going to tack on 5. Looks like that's number 1 on the Darby defense, playing right end.
And on the gun, motion is Rhodey again. Oh, and the ball's on the ground,
And number 1
Darby
picks it up
recovers.
again. Unfortunate start to this first drive for the Berlin offense.
Yeah.
Such a good play.
Promising
that
start.
Promising start. But, Les couldn't hold on to that little wobbly snap. And the Panthers jump all over it.
Looked like they were trying to run the option or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad miscommunication, and now the Darby offense takes over. At quarterback, Jonah Marsh in the gun, sets his man in motion. And they'll fake the jet. It's got a man, and it is caught and running into the end zone for the touchdown for Hilliard Darby.
Not much to say on that. Just
He got
Tyler
beat.
Ward got beat inside. And number 4,
Gets the open touchdown. Walk-in score.
wide open.
They move quickly for the extra point. The Almeida.
Cedric Holman, the junior.
Would they stop it for the extra point? So a team that usually doesn't pass a lot came out throwing the ball.
They did. Trying to catch the Bears by surprise, and it definitely worked.
Yeah, they showed the Almeida with the extra point. And it's good. So Darby with a 7-0 lead early with 10:21 in the first quarter. Cedric Coleman usually plays defense.
Yeah, Cedric Holman, he's an athlete. He can fly around. So, hey, a lot of respect to him.
Showing the wheels early.
I believe we saw him warming up shirtless before the game, if I believe that was him.
Yeah.
Kind of like DK Metcalf, but he showed flashes of DK Metcalf on that play. So, hey, he deserved the right to.
A bit warmer than what DK does it at.
Yeah. DK's not afraid of the cold.
Yeah. And so we'll go back to the kickoff. Les and Clark back deep. Les to the left side. Or Les going back to the far side now. And from the right hash, De Almeida will send it away. And once again from left to right.
Berlin's kick team moving a little bit, getting a little antsy, anticipating the onside kick.
They'll send it away. And from the 7-yard line, Clark makes a move, and he's down around the 24. A little bit less than last time, but again, solid standard field position.
Yeah. Not as good as last drive, but hey,
It's a start.
yeah, it's a start. Could be a lot worse.
Yeah. But you got to think about last drive, the pass to Sexton. If there's a little bit more mustard on that pass, Berlin would have been up 7-0, and you wouldn't have been seeing the touchdown from
Holman.
Yeah. The Bears lining up in the pistol. Les will give it to Clark, and nothing much going there. It's like no gain. May have lost a yard.
Quentin Balmer, outside linebacker, making a good play on Clark.
Once again, Berlin running the ball up the middle. Pretty repetitive play they've seen nearly all year. Les back in the gun, sends the man in motion. Sexton, and we'll roll out to the right. No, keep it. He'll pick up possibly a yard or two, setting up third down.
Total left on the keeper.
Collision into the sideline.
He'll set up
Everyone's
another third and long. That's been something that Berlin has not gone away with all year.
Not at all. They have definitely struggled on third down. Very low conversion rate. But we'll see what the Bears do here.
Les in the gun. Likely obvious passing situation. He'll move out to the right. He'll try to keep it. And he's got the first down. All the way up to the 35. He'll move the chains.
This is a good run from Les. Tony Johnson beat his man inside. Not going to discredit the first down, but could have had a couple of more if he could have completed that pass.
We saw the pocket breaking down, had to move left. Now they'll be at the left hash. Johnson, sophomore, splits out wide right. Sexton in the slot. And down Maxon on the left side. They'll play fake it, and Les with a nice move. Sprinting out right. Getting past the 40-yard line. He'll be out of bounds at around the 43.
That was a great play in the backfield by Les. Great job evading the defenders.
Good pocket presence, showing his legs. Darby might have to keep a man on them now.
Yeah, little QB spy.
Yeah.
Could possibly see that from number 32, Levi Keys. He's in the middle for the Darby defense.
Now from the right hash. Les with Clark behind him in the pistol. Straight up the middle with Clark. Bouncing right. No pickup. A couple of yards. Taking it to third down. Third and short. About 3rd and 2. That's what the Bears want to be at now.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely not 3rd and long. Clark made a good move there to juke the defender, pick up a couple of extra yards, what would have been a loss in the backfield.
Les back in the gun. Clark to his left. Les with the quarterback draw. And, oh, it's going to be tight.
It's going to be close.
I think he got it.
Wrapped up on the play by Dayton Wallace, the defensive lineman. They call it a first down.
Yeah, to the 45 now. Positive progress. The student section getting into it.
Trying to get in the Darby defense head a little bit.
It's like they got multiple tight ends in this set. And the option, and they'll keep it with Clark, and Clark picks up about 5-ish to 50.
Good hold there on the right side. That's Will Caldwell and Jackson Cook there. Or no, that is Hudson Altman and Rowan Walpole there on the right side. They opened up a good hole, enough for Clark to gain a good amount of yards on first down. You know,
Yeah,
put him in a good position.
Positive progress. 2nd and 6, a little bit more manageable. From the 49, from Berlin's 49. And less, straight drop. Oh, and it's dropped. Dropped by Maxon. Had him open. Could have made a move.
Would almost say there was a little bit too much on that pass.
Yeah.
I mean, it went right through Maxon's hands, and he slipped on the route, but, you know, it was definitely a hard pass for him to catch.
Les showing a little bit of rust at quarterback.
Yeah.
Hasn't played much. Played most of the snaps under center last week, but it's a new thing for him to learn as Wildcat quarterback instead of Ty Stent.
Kneecap warning on Anthony Smith.
Oh.
Got to cover those kneecaps.
Yeah.
Refs are cracking down on it. It looks cool, but, you know, at the end of the day, these guys got to keep them safe.
Yeah.
Looks like another 15. Another kneecap violation. That's going to bring up number 88.
Berlin moving around their formations. Lincoln Kuckler, tight end split out wide to the left side. Les with a straight drop. Moving around to the left side. He's got some space. Gets past midfield. Oh, he's still going. Out of bounds at around the 36. First down, Berlin.
Two great blocks on that play that I want to point out. Jackson Cook with a great block to prevent the defensive end from reaching him in the backfield. That is a smart heads-up football play. And then Lincoln Kuckler keeping the keeping the outside linebacker from getting near Les, and added another couple 5 yards onto that play.
And he's showing his moves. Berlin now at the Darby's 38. He'll give it to Clark. Clark trying to make a move, but nothing going. Down at the 41, so they'll move backwards. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Caldwell just couldn't blow up Wallace on that play. That's mass versus mass.
Yeah.
And it's hard to blame Caldwell on that.
Darby's got a big D line.
Yes, they've got a huge D line. They've got two players weighing way over 300 pounds.
Yeah. Les and Clark splitting out wide. Les throwing it out. Swing. And Clark makes a move. Flag out as Clark gets back to the original first down marker. We'll see what the flag is as Berlin moves back.
Holding call on the Bears.
Looks like it's a holding call. The offense. They'll have to move 10 back. They may have declined it. No. It'll be third down and 14 from the 41. Kuckler once again split out wide. Sexton in the slot at left, and Clark flanking Les at the left side. And Les stepping up, trying to move around. He doesn't get much. Taken down at the 40-yard line by number 18. And Darby just showing their defensive power.
It's Torrey Jackson on the tackle.
And Gloss tried to make up as much as he could, but nothing going. And Colton Luss, the punter, who will send it away. Darby's returner, once again, is number 4.
Cedric Holman.
Scored the touchdown earlier. Scott Wheels. They got 2 returners, actually.
It's unique.
And this one will sail out of bounds.
Typically, you'll see the 2 returners on the kickoff, not the punt. But hey, you know, whatever works.
They didn't want to pressure Les. It's a surprising move because Berlin has run a lot of fake punts recently. Yeah,
They have.
send an extra man out back. So Hilliard Darby will start at the 14-yard line. They're bunched up. Traditionally, they run the wing T. And Marsh is under center, the man in motion, number 3. No swing to the left. And he's down at the 17-yard line.
Big pile up on that play. Not much for the ball carrier.
So that was Cornegay, their leading rusher, taking the rock. Doing it for 4. Darby will take that nearly every day on first down.
Got a beautiful sunset right now.
Oh yeah. Darby lines up on 2nd down and 6. Man in motion. They hand it up to the middle to, looks like, the fullback. They'll pick up a couple, setting up 3rd and short.
Good squeeze by Liam Donahue to push the O-line inside, open up a gap for him to take down the running back.
Brown Griffith splits out, heads out, and in comes, I believe, Amir Ani, the wide receiver, who splits out left. And Marsh in the gun. There's a whistle.
Looks like another knee pad warning.
It looks like that's all a knee. So they get number 3 split out left.
Jude Jackson.
From the 21-yard line, man in motion. They'll fire it short. Nice move. They'll get the first down to the 29.
Not much you can do there. That was a great play by the pass catcher, Cornegay, I believe, caught that ball. But a great move by him. You know, got him enough room to pick up that first down.
Got a few blockers there, too.
Yeah. O-line did a good job getting out there and picking up a couple extra linebackers.
Now from the 29, it's 1st and 10. They line up back the T, and they'll sweep it left. Cornegay, and he's got a couple about to the 35-ish. The guy, I think, 6 yards. Maybe 36-yard line. No, let's say 35. We get 6 yards.
I believe Dylan Amos wrapped up his ankles, setting up the tackle from Heiss.
Berlin all bunched up. Darby lines again back up. Jonah Marsh under center. And to the fullback Griffith as he moves forward to pile near the first down. And they'll move the chains. No. Yeah, they are moving chains. It will be first down at the 39-yard line for Hilliard Darby.
That was pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm Nori right now, I am telling them to hold their horses and measure that.
It's very tight. I don't know if he actually got it, though. I don't think.
Yeah, I really don't think so.
Darby will line up in the gun this time. Brandon Griffiths splitting out wide. Cornegay flanking Marsh, and Cornegay will get the ball. He'll make a move. He'll pick up around 6 to 7 yards. He'll set up second and 4, second and 3, yeah.
Slowly and methodically moving that ball down the field. Darby, they're taking their time with it, and slowly but surely.
That's their brand of football.
Yeah. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
It works. If it works, it works.
Yeah. Darby's gonna call timeout.
Oh, they're gonna talk it over. I mean, you've seen Hilliard Darby. They've been mainly run through. Besides, the big bomb to Cedric Coleman. Number 6 and number 7 on the offense. Cornegay and Brandon Griffiths.
Yeah. Mostly run plays. We did expect to see a lot of runs from this wing T offense. Darby has had a lot of rushing yards so far.
I mean, how does Berlin try to stop it?
They got to stack the box, and they got to put more men up front. They got to cause less double teams on the front line to allow the linebackers to be able to move freely and make the tackle.
And Darby lining up. Berlin's putting out. Morris back to under center, as the Darby offense typically does.
Darby's new head coach, Brad Birchfield, new as of this season. He hasn't changed a thing with this wing T offense.
And Olney heading in the middle, and they'll hand it off. Oh, and they'll give it to Olney. They ran the end around, and Olney gets the first down. Amer Olney.
Ooh,
an
extracurricular.
Threw down Dylan Amos.
No flags on the field so far. Interesting.
Surprising. They'll move it for a first down on the sweep left to Olney.
Back to Brad Birchfield. He came over from Bishop Hartley. He's got over 200 career wins as a head football coach. He's been in the business a long time. He was at Centerburg for 17 years before going over to Darby.
Knows what he's doing. A play fake for Marsh, and and it's dropped. He got a receiver open, number 1. But he just couldn't hold it in. Looks straight to him. The student section gets into it. They'll hand it off to Cornegay. They try to fake the jet. Cornegay standing up, stall. It'll be pushed back. It'll be third down.
Cornegay on the carry for Darby.
Nothing much going. It'll be third and long for Hilliard Darby at the Berlin 49. Berlin, they put Darby in position where Berlin wants them. We'll see how Berlin handles up to this tall task as we hit the end of the first quarter.
Darby up 7-0.
I mean, Hilliard Darby, they've had one big play, and that's put them up. Berlin has moved their offense a bit, but they've stalled out.
They have.
In midfield.
They have. turnovers. They've struggled with turnovers so far this season, mostly fumbling. Not a lot of interceptions, mostly fumbling, and that
with the options to offense, they got to get communication right. And honestly, on the first drive, the fumble with Les and Clark showed what's there.
Yeah, definitely important. Darby has definitely been showing their mantra is Darby ball.
Let's keep it up the middle.
Darby ball, just grit, relentless grit. Just do your job, play your game. That's Darby ball, and that's what they've stuck to so far.
Yeah. So now we head out to the second quarter. Darby, they switch sides. Now on the near hash. Third and long. Doing the march now in the gun. Griffith by the offensive line. And move to the left side. And they'll try to give it up to the middle to Griffiths, but he stood up. The questionable call on third down, they tried to run it.
Yeah, I thought for sure that there was going to be a play-action play when I saw the quarterback rolling out. I almost thought he had the ball and was ready to just take off. There was a lot of open field.
Yeah. Questionable decision there by the Darby offense, but Berlin's lucky that they'll get the ball back.
They are.
Les standing back around the 11-yard line near the near hash. A little bit of confusion between Braylon Lopez. We'll get it. They'll punt it, send it back. Les, and that punt will sail to the end zone, so it would be a touchback. Les running away from the ball, so Berlin will get the ball at their own 20-yard line. They'll send out Colton Les, who's done so much work, their star player. Punting, receiving punt, quarterback, receiver. What more can he do?
He does it all. He really does it all. Reminds me of Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
A little more special teams than Taysom Hill, but hey.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Berlin.
Les is going to be a great college football player someday.
Oh, yeah.
Know he's been recruited. Not very public about his recruiting, but we will see in the springtime where he lands.
Yeah. And up the middle is Chase Cone, who will get around 7 yards to the 27. A good run to start off the drive for the Bears. They're moving up to, I think, around 27, 28 yard line. 28, they say. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Talked about it last week. Cone he just barrels through.
Oh, yeah. This time I think it's Clark behind Les. And up the middle is Clark. A little bit less in this one. The move up to the first down. Again, the chains will move. The 31-yard line, at the 32-yard line, pardon. It'll be a first down for the Bears. Cone getting his reps. Instead of Clark for this drive, it appears so. Send Rhodey in motion to the left side. The handoff up the middle. No, head up to the 36-yard line, the 35-yard line.
A lot of two tight end looks for the Bears this year. Good way to utilize those two good tight ends, Lincoln Kuckler and Bryce Rhodey. As we saw, Bryce Rhodey, he was honorable mention on all OCC. He's been the starting tight end for the last 1.5 years. Started halfway through his sophomore season, and he's been great so far. But Lincoln Kuckler, man, he came and he's stole that job. But they've been good about working both of them in.
And the short throw to Chase Cone to the left side.
He's still up.
Stood up, but nothing much going. It'll be third down, third and around medium. It'll be at the 36-yard lines. Third and 6. Dallin Maxton splitting out to the near side. And behind Les is Cone. Or by Les. And Les moving out to the left side. I'm trying to make a move, but nothing much going. Darby's caught up to his scrambling.
They have.
Yeah.
They've figured it out. They've figured it out. You know, the jig is up.
Yeah.
Good
So-
double team there by Jackson Cook and Chase Cone. Way to keep the D-end crooner from making the play.
So it'll be 4th and 5. We'll send the punting formation out. Les, the Swiss Army knife, is the punter. Back deep. Darby's got 2 people. It's the guy who scored the touchdown earlier, Cedric Coleman, and number 18, Torrey Jackson. They're trying to, and they're trying to fake it. They'll get it. They'll get it. And the first down for the Bears. Anthony Smith, or Lane Sexton, the first down.
No, not a shocker at all. Berlin has been the kings of the fake punts so far this season.
It gives them momentum. Last week they did it against Orange.
They did. They got a big return out of it. Gonna bring up that UA game. You know, Dylan Amos with a 40-yard punt or fake punt. That really flipped the momentum of the game, and got Berlin's offense on its feet.
And it helps having quarterback as a punter. And once again, up the middle, Chase Cone stood up to a good solid gain, around 8 to 9 yards. They'll move it up to near the 35.
Little Berlin throwback. I was gonna say Jacob Moeller, the first Berlin QB. He also played quarterback and punted. You know, one of those guys that could really do it all. He was a gunslinger his senior year. You know, he started as a sophomore. Coach Norrie gave him time to develop, and by senior year, he had like at least 30 touchdowns through the air, and it was impressive.
It's heritage. And up the middle is Clark this time. They'll move it around 3rd and 2. It'll be 3rd down at the 35. The near hash. This one a little bit of a slower developing.
You know, Berlin's been running the ball good this season. 701 yards on the ground.
And they got the 2 tight end set. It's Cutler and Rhodey. Looks like Darby stacking the box. Oh, and nothing much going here for Les. Predictable play. They took him down at the 41.
Yeah, that middle O line, the interior O line just folded. There was Dalen Smith, the big boy on that play. He was able to get a hand in there and bring down Les.
And after the fake punt, they basically threw it out. Back comes the punting formation. Berlin, once again, they get to Darby territory, a little bit into Darby territory, but then they stall out once again. It's got to be a big deflator.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they'll run another fake punt.
Unless we'll punt it, rugby style. They'll head out of bounds. They'll pin Darby back inside the 10-yard line.
Good little punt. Looked like a little chip shot for Les there.
Around the 9-yard line. That's what I try to do when I run in college football of 25. 6. Darby send there. That typical Darby ball offense. Braylon Griffith and Cornegay. On my words. We're gonna expect a lot. The Darby offense getting loud near the Soon section. Jonah Marsh once again back under center. I'll sweep it. Cornegay, and he's down inside the 5. 5. Good tackle by the Bears.
Hudson Altman flying in there, showing off his speed.
Miami commit.
Yes, sir. Miami commit, getting a little bit of Power 5 interest. Schools like Ohio State and Michigan State reaching out, trying to steal the Red Hawks 3-star recruit.
He showed why he deserves that attention.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, he's been pretty dominant all season. You know, it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but, you know, teams they game plan for him, you know, they got to put at least 2 guys on him just because of his size. He's just so big.
And Black again stood up as Cornegay. He made a couple, I think. It's pushed out around 6. We'll set up once again 3rd and long.
Cornegay met by Chase Tong.
I mean, what do you do for Darby? They're pinned back. You got to move a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got to throw the ball, I feel like. In this situation, you know, pin back. It doesn't hurt if you get an incomplete pass, because, I mean, you're just going to punt it away anyway, so.
The field position, I mean, the punter would like a little bit of space. They send it away.
Yeah.
It's a bit tight. One-man split left. Marsh in the gun. They'll hand the ball. That's Torrey Jackson, and nothing going again. Back down inside the 5. The Berlin offense, the blue shirts showing up.
Dylan Amos with a great play. Great. Dylan Amos, you know, showed the athleticism, just like Altman.
The kicker, who's also the punter all day, Almeida, will be backed up in his own end zone, sending it to Lass, who's standing around the 45. The one-step punt. Solid punt there for Les, so fair catch it at around the 47-yard line. So Berlin with good field position to start.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. You know, got to put a drive together and try to get some points before halftime.
Last week they didn't get anything before halftime. And if they string about, 15, 20 yards, they can put in Lonzo in their field goal range.
Yeah.
At least they can get in the board. But I mean, this is around the spot where their drives have fizzled out, so.
You know, hopefully it means it's gonna prevent the fizzling out because they're already past that.
Yeah. They fizzle out in field goal range. And once again, back in the gun is Colton Russ. Look to throw. Tony Johnson, sophomore, with a reception. Makes a move for the first down, and it would be down at the 30. So, good start. The Berlin offense. Torrey Jackson got up a little bit slow for the Darby defense.
A little banged up on that play. Good catch and run from Tony Jackson. He's got 2 Division I offers to Marshall and Toledo.
A sophomore. Nice.
Grandson to the Ohio State defensive line coach, Johnson.
And Les again, one drop. He'll throw it away. Oh, dangerous pass there. In the direction of Johnson, but incomplete. As the sun sets, the lights come on. Berlin offense moving the ball. 3:18 left in the second quarter. Still looking for their first points, but they're at the 30. Darby.
Should be a good field goal range. Alonzo's got a big leg.
Yeah.
He was out last game. Not sure if he's in tonight or not, but we will see.
And Les with the quarterback draw will move forward to the 24-yard line. And this play has been a staple. Finally, it worked for a little bit.
Yeah. You know, when you run it enough, you know, it's got to work at some point.
Sometimes. So I think Darby thought that Berlin was going to throw it. These are the points where QB draw works a bit. It's Berlin. It's like 1 tight end, 3 receivers. That is Chase Cone to the left of Les. As Cone splits out wide. Les rolling, trying to make a move. Gets to the left side. Oh, and he makes a spin. He'll be down at the 26. trying to make a little bit out of nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, he was surrounded.
He really showed the elusiveness on that play. You know, when you're a receiver, you got all that athleticism.
Yeah.
And he really, he showed it on that play.
Yeah, it's still 4th and 6, and they'll send to like the kicking unit. Tice Dent, the holder.
Flagger back to kick. I believe this is his first appearance.
This is a 43-yarder on the left hash. They'll call a flag. This kick was not even close.
We'll see.
It was short in the practice attempt.
Definitely gives Berlin a lot to think about what they want to do here.
Yeah.
That was even if this is on Berlin, it's a blessing in disguise because, it gave him another chance to rethink what they want to do on 4th.
Yeah, he had basically a line drive straight at Darby player. So once again, looks like they'll re-kick. So it's a 43-yarder.
Berlin's going to talk it over.
Yeah, that didn't look like the prettiest field goal attempt on the practice try, so.
No.
I mean, punting on 4th and 6 from 26 doesn't seem very optimal. Would you rather go for it or kick it?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Coach Schrock, the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking we go for it. At worst case scenario, we don't pick it up. Darby's got the ball on the 26, is where they would probably be.
Yeah, they would be pinned back still.
Yeah. Still gives the defense a lot of room to work with, especially with 140 left in the half.
Berlin's still not making the best use of good field position.
They have not.
I mean, they got one good play and then stalled out.
It has. 2 really good passes. That first pass completed to Sexton showed a lot of promise, but
just can't fumble the ball like that.
No. Turnovers, it'll kill the momentum, and I think that's what happened. The momentum was killed.
The Bears will send their offense out in 4th and 6, the 26-yard line. They'll call a timeout as Clark was sent in motion.
Chess games here from Norrie and Butterfield.
That's the second timeout of the game. It's 1:43 left. Darby killing out all their timeouts. Looks like they're probably gonna settle for it when they get the ball back.
Yeah.
So both sides are gonna talk it over. I mean, what do you do on 4th and 6? Berlin's offense has struggled. It's an obvious passing situation, I would assume.
I think you got to run the play action, a little roll out to your right, give you a lot of space to work with on the right side, especially being on the left hash.
I mean, Colton Less has been decently successful moving the ball a little bit to its legs. Maybe someone will be open, but he struggled a little bit on the play action pass.
A little bit. It's hard to throw on the run in general.
Yeah.
And as a non-QB, it's even harder.
Yeah. And getting thrown in the situation. So Berlin with 3 receivers split out right. Clark splitting out right now, so it's 4. Lutz under center. They'll split out. Throw it to the tight end. That's Rhodey. And he will get the first down.
He's gonna get it.
And they'll move the chains. That's a Bears' second 4th down conversion of the day.
Oh, ref's talking about it. I don't know where they're going to spot Rhodey.
Bears think they got it.
I think they got it.
Yeah.
I mean, Rhodey had the forward motion.
Yeah.
He got out of bounds. Yeah, but I think the ball crossed the plane. They're going to call it.
So
they're going to call it short.
First down for Darby.
Wow.
That's surprising.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a questionable call there.
It is. It is. And, Berlin has obviously not been too thrilled with the refs so far. As we saw that week 1 game against the Sales, huge missed call on that dropped pass called touchdown.
And so Hilliard Darby will start the ball at the 20.5-yard line on the right hash, far hash. Jonah Marsh under center. A couple of receivers split out. They'll run the sweep. They're gonna move.
He's got some space.
And he's pushed out by Braylon Lopez. So Jackson Huffman, the wide receiver, broke it to near midfield, and Darby's now in business.
Couple more yards, and I think they will be in good field goal range.
Arthur de Almeida, solid kicker, say?
Yeah, very solid.
Now Darby at the Berlin 48. Marsh back under center. Hands it off to, once again, Cohen Cornegay moving forward. Darby ball at its finest.
Yeah.
To the Berlin 48, 49-yard line. Move it to second down.
Big pile up there. Players getting up slowly. Darby doesn't want that. The clock's rolling.
Yeah. Down to a minute. You got to move the ball fast if you want to get into field goal range.
Exactly. And you got to start passing. Even if you don't complete it, stops the clock.
Darby gets the ball back in the second half, and they'll sweep it out left. And they will get some space. Again, Jackson Huffman will get it to inside the 10. So it'll be down to the 8-yard line.
You want to talk about a hard runner. I mean, he barreled through. There's a flag on the field. This play is going to come back. Unfortunate for the Darby offense.
It's a disappointment for Hilliard Darby. The holding call. They'll push them back. Berlin breathing a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
They don't want to be down 2 scores at the half end with Darby getting the ball back after halftime.
Yeah. Could be down 3.
So back at the Berlin 49, second down 9. 41 seconds. Clock ticking. Hey, you got to move the ball somewhere.
Yeah.
A questionable clock management. I'll run the play action. Marsh downfield. I'll overshoot his intended receiver. That looked like Huffman again. So Huffman getting involved in this last drive.
Yeah. Really trying to get the ball to him.
This time, it's a bit overshot, defended by Braylon Lopez. He's done a lot of work covering wide receiver ones.
Yeah.
Last week, MC Walker.
He played Braylon Lopez really stepped up last week. In MC Hollywood Walker was really put on straps by Lopez. They're obviously very close friends off the field.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was good. Felt good. Felt good for Lopez.
They tried to run a little bit of a misdirection there.
Yeah.
They didn't get it. Power sent to halftime. Cohen Cornegay, a couple of yards.
I think Darby's still got their timeout. Clock is running.
They won't use their timeouts. We'll send it to halftime with Darby up 7-0. The Bears. The geese fly overhead.
Darby's saying they called the timeout. I guess the clock operator did not stop the clock, did not notice the referee. So yeah, they will stop the clock.
Okay, so Darby will get another opportunity. Probably thinking Hail Mary or something.
Yeah.
All right, Darby has thrown twice deep. One went for a touchdown on man. The other one was overshot just a couple plays ago.
Just 5 yards, a little too much. Clock's gonna reset to 10.
So I mean, if Darby doesn't get it, Berlin gets another shot at throwing it deep towards the end zone. Unless Darby's gonna punt. But then it doesn't appear so.
Could be a possible out route situation where you try to just get as far as possible down the field, maybe get it around the 30, set up a 40-yard field goal for your kicker. You got the time to develop that route. So we'll see what they do here.
Darby with no timeouts left. Marsh to main motion. Straight drop. No, just throw it straight out of bounds.
They put 1 second on the clock. Interesting.
So now we'll go to halftime. Darby up 7-0 over the Berlin Bears.
We will be right back to you after a short 20-minute intermission.
Yep, the halftime show. And we're back as the Bears get ready to kick it off for the second half to Darby, and we can take a moment to look at scores around the area. So Liberty in the OCC, defending state champion, they're up 14-7 over Dublin Kaufman.
Olentangy Orange up 35 against Hilliard Davidson.
And an inner OCC Cardinal match, Thomas Worthington is down 30-0 against Olentangy.
It's a big blowout.
Big Walnut is up 28-0 over Padua.
Hayes and Kilbourne are interlocked at 0 at the half.
What could be an upset? Marysville is up 7-0 for Dublin Jerome. This in the second half kickoff as he drops the ball at the goal line.
Oh no.
Flag out.
Gonna be unnecessary roughness.
The move.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab those raffle tickets. Go ahead and read the winning numbers.
We'll see. Holding on the kicking team.
Darby will get favorable position. They'll start at the 35-yard line.
26, that's Lejo Gonzalez, the senior.
That's not how Berlin wanted to open the second half.
No, gonna put Darby in a pretty good spot.
And Darby back in the wing T formation once again. Send two-man in motion. They'll hand it off to Pierce Griffith, the fullback, and he'll tumble forward for a couple around 3 yards. Let's say 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
Darby.
And the added dust is the powder from the student section who just did their opening kickoff tradition with the powder.
Yeah. And Hilliard Darby, I think a key to victory for them is they keep their offense like this. It's going to wear down the Berlin defense, absolutely.
Absolutely. Ground and pound really can tear down the defense, and if they keep it up, Berlin's going to be struggling by fourth quarter.
Kaufman, but Berlin's got an eye on it, and he's taken down back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll set up third down and long, 3rd and 9. We'll see if Darby will try to throw this time.
Yeah, we will see.
They've run it a lot on 3rd and long.
They have.
Been rather surprising, but they got 2 receivers split out right. Marsh is in the gun. So Olney and I believe Huffman are on the right side. They'll still hand the ball off. It's Cornegay. He got a couple, but it was set up 4th down on the 40-yard line. I mean, on the battlefield position, at least Darby can pin Berlin back.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what Darby does here. Looks like the punt team's going to come out.
So Arthur de Almeida sent it away. He's done a pretty solid job. Was pinned back earlier. He did a one-step kick.
Did a pretty good job.
That drive, Berlin was held to 0. See, Cornless again back to receive around the far hash, around the 20-yard line. They'll fake it. It's Griffith, and he's down short, and it's Berlin ball. The 43. They try to snap it to the up man, Braylon Griffith.
No, that fake punt magic just couldn't rub off on Darby.
Berlin's done it a couple times. Darby tried to get their own hand.
Yeah.
Berlin practiced a bit for it. And the Berlin offense will be set up at the 44-yard line. First down. Wes and Chase Cone. Looks like they're going to run in the pistol. 2 receivers split left, 2 right. Stack the box. We'll run it with Cone. Nothing much. He stood up, pushed back, but it looks like forward progress will give him yard at most. 2nd down.
Ganged up on by that big Darby D line. Cone, he is lucky that they did not bring him to the ground.
Oh, that would hurt.
Yeah, it would hurt a lot.
So again, second down, looks like they have Kuckler split out as a receiver. They've done that a couple of times today. This Cone will drop. They'll look forward. They'll throw it to Johnson, who makes a diving catch. It's ruled incomplete. Noise not happy at this one. Another call that does not go in Berlin's way.
No.
Ref didn't have a super strong angle at that one. Still surprised. Ruled as incomplete.
Yeah, it had to have hit the ground before he ended up pulling that in. Would have been a good gain. Probably would have been 3rd and short, maybe 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
Had the call gone the other way. But Berlin is stuck at 3rd and 10.
And Les again rolling to his left. He's got a receiver. It's Kuckler. Oh, and he overshot him. Kuckler, who was split out in the receiver position, could not hold in. Too much mustard.
Yeah.
Too hot to handle. And a 3 and out for the Berlin offense. Also get the liberty of placing Darby back.
Yeah, they will. If they don't run a fake punt.
Yeah, Darby once again putting two men deep.
Strange formation here. This is definitely going to be a fake punt.
No, punt it.
No. All right, all that
for a touchback.
Wow.
They try to throw Darby off.
I was told to expect some trick plays drawn up by special teams coordinator Billy Williamson, and I thought that was for sure going to be one of them, with just the 5 offensive linemen and the entire team on the right side at the line of scrimmage. But hey.
Yeah, maybe they wanted to throw him off, maybe bring them forward so that they could down it.
Yeah.
Set them back.
Unfortunately, he got a little too much on that punt.
Yeah.
Rolled into the end zone.
Marsh with Olentangy in motion. Will hand it up the middle. So it's Braylon Griffith once more, and he'll move it up to the 24. He's just keeping on going.
Good to see Cooper Ailes back. He took a shot last week from Zane Konzak early in the game on a first down catch. Amazing that he held on to it. But he was ruled out for the rest of the game. Good to see that he is back healthy, and he's playing on the defensive side of the ball today.
Yeah, showing some fight. Darby showing some motion. Berlin adjusting, and they'll sweep it to Cornegay as there's a flag out. Cornegay moves it for a couple.
Looks like it's going to be on Dayton Wallace.
A holding penalty of Crusoe. A chop block. And Cornegay is slow to get up. We're going to bring out medical attention for him. Cohen Cornegay, their star running back. It's a big loss for Darby if they're out without him.
Yeah. Hopefully he's okay. He got up on his own will.
Maybe got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
A little bit of a limp for Cornegay. They'll have to lean on Braylon Griffith a little bit more in the ground game.
Yeah.
Darby did get the first down, so move the chains.
No timeout called for either side, but Darby is still circled up on their sideline.
And Darby on the near side, though, start at the 44. The penalty was on Berlin.
Oh, yeah.
Darby stacks the near right side, sending them in motion. Jackson. No sweeper right. Corey Jackson. Nothing much going. Corey Jackson filling in for Cornegay, who was just hurt.
Good job from Grant Gibson getting in the backfield and slowing down Jackson. Allowing the rest of the backers to come make a play.
Pointing up on the run game. They've allowed a couple of yards, but in general, the run game hasn't broken out for big plays. Nothing.
No, I mean the only big run play that we saw was the run from Huffman that was called back due to a penalty.
Yeah.
But as far as that, it's just been little increments in the run game.
Probably trying to show misdirection, but that's again Huffman, as you were talking about, taken back to the 40-yard line. Darby will set up third down.
Cooper Ailes on that tackle. Good play from the sophomore.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 14 now for Darby. I mean, what would it take for Darby to throw now?
I don't know. I feel like at this point you can pay them to throw the ball.
Yeah.
They are sticking to Darby ball.
Possibly misdirection or something they're going to probably try to run.
Yeah, definitely an outside run. Expect the outside run here.
Got 2 receivers split left. Marshall will roll out right. Gonna look to throw the out. It is Cobb, but it'll be 4th down. It's incomplete. Fourth and 14, and so Olentangy Berlin will get the ball back. Punapalooza, as they say.
Yeah.
Arthur de Almeida has been called on a lot. A lot of college coaches will get his good tape.
Yeah, he is really racking up the punting yards. One-step punt, even though with a lot of room.
Yeah. And around the low hang time, but he gets around a 45-yard punt. It's
Yeah.
solid. Cohen Less gets it down around the 31-yard line.
Some solid blocking there by Braylon Jensen, the gunner. He
made some good plays.
Yeah, he did a good job of not turning around and risking a crackback or a holding. As we see an ambulance leaving the field.
Yeah.
I wonder what is up with that.
Could it possibly be Cornegay, number 6, their star running back?
It could be, unfortunately.
That would be a huge loss for the Darby offense.
That would be a quick turnaround from field to ambulance.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Unless with the completion, a good pass by Dallin Maxon as they move the chains to the 45. The Bears get the first down. They move up to the 47. Kuckler heads in for Tony Johnson.
Another solid passing play from Les.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
They'll head back to the pistol. Darby showing pressure. They'll fake it and run the bootleg. It's got a receiver, Maxon again. It's caught by Maxon. It's out of bounds at the 29 of Hilliard Darby.
Not to nitpick on that amazing throw, but if Les would have hit Sexton on that route,
That might have been 6, yeah.
I mean, there was no one on him.
It's a solid play design by Schrock.
Yeah, great play design.
Berlin would hope to see more of that. And back to the scheduled program with a run with A.J. Clark in the break. This one, solid 10 yards to the 21. And move the chains.
Good blocking from Caldwell on the pancake. Today is National Pancake Day.
Yeah.
And he is celebrating tonight with a huge block.
Flattening the defense. So they kept on the inside zone essentially.
Yeah.
That's what Kuckler being used as the receiver. Let's throw it to the out, but a little bit too much on Kuckler. It'll be incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The 21.
Good route, just a little miscommunication.
I mean, at this point, when we saw from the kicking game, you think this is field goal range?
You know, I don't think so. I think this is still go for it on 4th down, need be.
I mean, down by 7.
Down by 7, yeah.
Yeah. They'll hand it off to Clark. Nothing much going for him. They'll take it to the 19. So that will set up 3rd and 8 for the Bears.
But I'm not sure if I really trust Flager with it. I mean, and it's because he hasn't been able to play so far with injury. It's not his ability. It's just he hasn't had a lot of in-game reps.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Before they called the timeout, Darby, when they were trying the 43-yarder, they had a man deep. So, I mean, it shows that they're confident, or that there's a possibility that he's going to miss it short. He doesn't have the leg.
Yeah. And I mean, there was a very real chance that if that penalty didn't get called on that attempted field goal, that they could have returned it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a line drive right to him.
Yeah. And Les stepping up. He'll fire to the end zone. Near the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. It's Landon Sexton. And the Bears on the board. It's 4:26 in the 3rd quarter. Through to the near left side. And on 3rd and 8. A nice play.
Great play from the Berlin offense.
And so Flager with his first PAT. With the PAT. And it's good. Hit it with a bit of a line drive, but goes through. Tyson with the hold. The Bears have tied it 7-7. Darby.
And the Bears have life.
A little bit of momentum.
In the second half. We saw last week Berlin score on their first offensive drive. Obviously, it took them 2 drives this time. But, you know.
Mr. Mills on Berlin's side.
Yeah.
And with Pierso, apparently Cornegay out for Darby. They'll be a bit short-handed.
Yeah, they're going to have to rely on, they're really going to have to rely on Griffith and possibly Torrey Jackson.
Jackson has shown a little bit of burst. Possibly they need to use a little bit of misdirection. We'll see. The student section back into it for Berlin.
Definitely pump some life back into this crowd.
Yeah. The Darby side a little bit empty.
I wonder if 270 is still backed up.
How many car accidents could there be?
You would have to think.
Yeah. They'll send it away. This one will go to the end zone for a touchback. Jackson did not want to field that one. They'll go to the 20.
We'll see what this Darby defense is going to do. See if they're going to switch things up a little bit.
Oh, they've traditionally, last couple weeks, not thrown. See if they show a little bit of offensive life a little bit. Maybe take a deep shot for a play. Send Oni in motion to roll out. And it is caught by Oni for the first down. The 33, their end, the out. Rolling to the left side, Marsh to a good completion.
Good play design there from the Panthers. I like the comeback on the left side, on the far side, and then the little out route from Al. I mean, really kind of makes the defense think like, what are these guys going to do?
It gives them first down. Alani moves back in motion. They'll hand it off, and it's Cornegay.
Cornegay is back.
We move for 7.
So Cornegay not in the ambulance we saw just a few moments ago. That is
to the relief of the Darby
Yes, very much so. I'm sure they have a better view than we do of the Darby sideline, but I'm sure when they saw him run back on the field, there was a lot of sighs of relief.
Yeah. They'll hand it off again to Cornegay. He's taken wrapped up behind by the blue shirts. They'll send it back to third down.
Hudson Altman with a huge tackle for loss there. Just grabs his jersey and uses his strength to pull him down.
I thought he was going to about to strip it for a moment.
No, hey, he had the chance. If, you get one hand on that jersey, hold him back, and get the other hand to punch that ball through, that's a recipe for a fumble.
Yeah. And they'll pitch it to Cornegay. See, got to move, but he is short. They'll set up fourth down as the Darby offense stalls out again. We'll see if they're going to go for it.
No signs of the punt team so far.
Yeah. Griffith and Cornegay still on. Looks like they're looking for, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. With momentum perceivably going Berlin's way. Let's see how they're going to do this one. They'll sweep it, and he did not get it.
Stopped by the Berlin D.
Cornegay did not get it, and Berlin takes over on downs.
Heiss and Brandon Gray first on the scene for the Berlin D.
And the Bears defense holding up to expectations.
Yeah.
They struggled a couple weeks ago against New Albany against the run, but this week they've held it pretty strong.
They really turned it around.
Yeah.
We saw last week too against a great runner in Lucas Fickle.
Yeah.
He torched the Berlin D. I think he had 197 on the ground.
Jeez.
That was a big game.
And back the two tight end formation. It's last, they will give it to Clark. Clark heading up the middle. Will get 4. Setting up 2nd and 6 for the Berlin offense. Still looking for their first win, but it's looking more reasonable to say, yeah, they got a shot.
Definitely. Dallin Maxson and cornerback Anthony Smith getting into it a little bit after the play. A little feistiness,
A little extracurricular activity there. Berlin.
It really shows like the emotion in a tight game like this on homecoming.
Yeah, and Berlin, when you're looking for your first win, you're going to be a lot more emotional on homecoming.
Yeah. Berlin with 12 straight conference wins, hoping to keep that record alive.
A little bit of Pearso clock stoppage. 2:20. There's no timeout in the play. No discussion between the sideline and Wes and Clark. And on 2nd and 7. Les will roll out right and keep it. He's got space. And he'll head out at the 20-yard line. So he got a couple blockers there.
Yeah.
Moving to right. The right side of the O-line. Hudson Allman. Good blocks.
Brought down by Santagata. Have to be related to the former head coach of Darby for 17 years, John Santagata.
Yeah.
Who recently retired as of last season after a 1-9 campaign.
Clark broke this one. Squeeze past a hole. They'll move the first down chain. They'll move to the 13-yard line.
And this game has really flipped upside down as far as momentum.
Berlin has finally found something that's going for them. Darby He's worn down.
Yeah, looking to stop the bleeding right now and try to gain a little momentum.
Well, Berlin still stays in their 2 tight end set. It's Kuckler and Bryce Rohde. The pistol. Up the middle, they'll go. We'll get a little bit to the 9. 3 yards, they say, the Darby ball style.
Yeah. Berlin copying them a little bit.
Minus the T formation.
Yes. Minus that infamous wing T.
With the 3rd quarter taking down, Berlin needs to take the lead. Les again going out right. They'll keep it. He's out of bounds. On the far side. Appears so.
Going to be a get back warning on the Berlin sideline.
Ooh.
I wonder if that is tacked on after the fact? Or, I don't know.
Well, it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1 for the Bears. I'm assuming Darby's going to think it's going to be a run. The middle, Berlin, that's a classic Berlin staple. They're stacking the box. And that's what Berlin does, and Clark gets the yardage. It'll be just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal at the Darby 1. And the crowd getting into it for the Bears.
Trying to cheer on this offense. Take their first lead of the game.
First in a while for the Bears.
Yes.
They line up in the pistol. We give it to Clark. Nothing going. Pushed back to the 3-yard line. That Darby front shows a little bit of fight. The 2nd goal from the 4. As the 3rd quarter winds down, and the Berlin coaches, looks like was talking to the ref. Appears to be Nori.
Wonder if Berlin's just going to melt down the quarter.
Here so. They're walking back. Sideline. Yeah, and the clock is winding down. Looks like we'll see 2nd down and 4 in the 4th quarter. 2nd down goal at the 4 in the 4th quarter.
Little update from Hilliard. Pioneers have extended their lead to 42. It is now the 4th quarter. Orange over Davidson.
That's crazy. All their stars showing out. They're facing Bradley, right?
Davidson.
Marysville
still got the lead 7-0 over the Dublin Jerome Celtics.
That would be a huge upset.
It would be. It really would be.
They run a similar wing T formation. Dublin Jerome was expected to be kind of an underrated team.
Yeah.
Gene Tonio, star wide receiver. It's like it hasn't worked. Marysville D.
I didn't believe that would be two losses in a row if Marysville pulled this one out. Wait, Jerome.
Yeah. Jerome, they lost last week to Liberty, if I recall.
Yeah.
The Bears moving to the other side of the field. See what the red zone offense looks like.
Olentangy also extends their lead. They're up 40-0 over Thomas Worthington.
Thomas Worthington again proving why they're at the cellar of the OCC.
They are.
It's been a long time since they've been decent.
Yeah. A little bit of a shocker. Watterson only up 14-7 against the Sales.
Ooh. And we'll start the 4th quarter with Les as he's taken down by the horse collar. No penalty.
No flags on the play. Les is definitely shaken up by that.
At the 6-yard line. It's a questionable, again another questionable call by the refs. Who struggled today. It appears so.
Yeah. You know, if he didn't get his hand, if that was all jersey, then I respect the call. If he got that hand inside of the shoulder pads, that needs to be called 10 times out of 10, because
it was pulled down pretty hard.
yeah.
So set up third down at the 7 at the near hash. Unless they look to throw, it's got a receiver, but it is incomplete. So he intended to throw to Bryce Rohde, tight end, to run the shallow. They'll set up fourth down. Looks like the kicking formation's heading out. So looks like the momentum stalled out after the quarter began.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Darby got a little bit of enthusiasm on their side, a bit of momentum. So this
They got
play
a
goes
little life.
first kick.
First field goal attempt.
Yeah. Ty Stent, the holder, the bench quarterback. And 20. The boot. It's a low line drive from 29 yards, and the Bears have taken the 7-0 lead.
We do have some laundry on the field. Looks like a get-back warning. I'm not sure on who. It doesn't look like the Bears.
Yeah.
Darby defense still out there.
Still out there.
Might give Darby another chance to block this kick.
Or maybe if you're just Berlin, you would just decline the penalty.
Yeah.
Move on to a 10-7 lead as Darby's defense heads back to the sideline.
Looks like it will be on Darby, and they will decline.
It's like now Darby looking to respond to Berlin's 10 unanswered points. They had that quick 7 to start with the touchdown to Cedric Coleman, but they haven't moved the offense much after. I mean, near the half, they had it down around the Berlin side, but it's kind of stalled out.
Yeah. They ran out of time at the half. But it truly has been nothing for Berlin so far.
Yeah.
Or for Darby, sorry, on the offensive side of the ball since that first touchdown.
They've gotten a hold of Griffith. They've got a hold on Cornegay. They've got a hold on their attempts at misdirection too.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that one called back play of Dallin Maxson, they haven't broken anything. So Berlin will kick it left to right. Darby's got two men back there deep. We'll kick it straight to the middle. So it'll be returned. Ooh, to the 20, and
Upended by
the 21.
looked like Chase Arnold was on that tackle.
It's a solid tackle there. Shoulder in.
Yeah.
Restoring straight to him. As the Darby offense will head out once again. To 23, first down and 10. Looks like Jonah Marsh will start in the gun. This will line up pretty tight. Cornegay in motion to left of Marsh. Griffiths to the right. The sweep to left. Oh my! Ball is out! And Berlin has it. Cohen Cornegay lost the football. They're trying to go for a TFL. Berlin recovers.
They're going to say Darby. They're going to say he was down before the ball came loose. Interesting. Still a great play by Hudson Altman. His
Completely blown up.
TFL of the night. As you say, completely blown up. And, he's showing his ability to be a game wrecker right there.
And it's 2nd and 14 from the 19-yard line. Cornegay gets a give. Nothing going there. They'll set up third down and long. It'll be 3rd 14.
I mean, if you're Darby, you got to be frustrated as you've had really nothing offensively since that first touchdown. And it's showing to be pretty hurtful.
Yeah.
Down 3 in the 4th.
Berlin has predicted, essentially, besides that one play, what the offense is going to look like. And Jonah Marsh will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers split out right or wide. They'll fake it, try to throw the screen. And it's Jackson Hoffman. He's not getting much. Setting up 4th and long. And Arthur De Almeida will continue his day of punting. It's a good leg workout.
A day of hard work.
We'll line up around the 13-yard line, the wide side. Colin Less stands around the 38. With the one-step punt. Ooh, a shank. Not the best of Almeida's. And Berlin gets the ball in fantastic field position.
Yeah. A little bit off the outside of the foot.
Yeah.
Flies right into the Darby sideline towards their tent.
It looks like Berlin will get the ball at 41 of Darby. I mean,
tough for Darby.
One started off with the touchdown. Berlin started off with the touchdown second drive. Started the 4th quarter with the field goal. And now they start at Darby's 41. They start out with their 2 tight end set that we've seen so often. Gun. Looks like this is A.J. Clark. He'll move a little bit forward for, I think, 2.
Good patience from Clark. Way to let the blocks develop. You know, that kind of reminds me of Le'Veon Bell.
Oh,
He used
yeah.
to be very methodical. He would take his time, always slow down. He'd find the hole and then boom.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Wait, time we're thinking about it now. He always waits a bit, little stutter step.
Yeah. And I mean, Clark could have easily gotten a big play out of that. Unfortunately, the Darby defender made a great play.
Yeah.
Got his arm in there and brought down Clark. And he prevented, a big play.
Yeah. Darby blitzing as Les rolls out right. He's got some space and he gets an open receiver. Sexton will put it inside the red zone at the 19. First down, Bears. I mean, I think that momentum has fully shifted to Berlin's side.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, that Darby defense, they've got to be tired playing on their own end of their own territory. So Berlin again lines up that 2 tight end set. The gun. They'll hand it off to, no, Les will keep it on the option. Doesn't look like he'll get anything really out of it. So 2nd and 10. At least this time they didn't fumble it on the option.
Yeah.
A little bit of improvement.
Wrapped up there by Jude Johnson.
The Berlin student section still staying strong, well packed.
Yes.
All on their feet. Hoping to see their first win.
Yeah.
Homecoming night.
They are ready to celebrate.
And Les in the pistol. And up the middle is Clark, and he has a big hole. He's pushed out at the 8-yard line. The saving tackle with Dylan Santagata. That could have been a touchdown.
Easily.
Yeah.
That was a touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah.
Good double team there from Rhodey and Kuckler. Really sets up. They contained the outside pressure.
The 2 tight ends right by each other.
Yeah. They made a great block.
They stoppage here. It's like Tice Dent is heading back in the game for the Bears. We haven't seen this in a bit.
No.
A bit of soccer.
Looks like Les maybe have gotten a little bit of bleeding, which causes, a one-play stoppage.
Yeah. And then with the handoff to Clark, and Clark with the touchdown for the Bears. 8 yards out. They take a 2-score lead. They need this.
They needed that. Great run from Clark.
He's finally breaking it.
He was a little he was shifty on that play. He was able to walk in basically untouched.
Got Le'Veon Bell compared to the guy earlier.
Yeah.
Columbus guy.
Bridgeport Madison alum.
Yeah.
He's been a great donor for them.
Yeah.
Got the stadium named after him.
Big guy in the community.
Yeah.
And so Russ Dent, who will hold the extra point. As this one will take a little bit of a knuckleball, but the Bears have a 17-7 lead. Now, what do you do if you're Darby? You keep running. You've run it so much.
You gotta throw the ball.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's time. Down 10, 7 minutes left in the fourth. You know Berlin has the ability to run the clock out. I mean, the run game has been great so far.
They've started to break it. AJ and Chase putting him down.
You know, it worked really well in that first play for Darby.
Yeah.
Where they took a shot.
I mean, what I've been surprised I haven't seen from Darby is a lot of the triple option offenses you see in college, they often have like a lot of throwing plays, a couple of throwing plays that they keep in. Haven't seen any of that, even from the wing T.
Yeah.
A little bit of a kind of a plain Jane offense. Haven't seen much. And from the 40, from left to right, send it short kick. Short kick from 21. It'll be down to 35. Not bad field position for Darby.
No, not at all. Tried to catch Darby, tried to catch Berlin sleeping. Try a little pooch kick from Flager.
Yeah.
Darby was all over it though. They're gonna get pretty good field position down at the 35.
I mean, even if they get a field goal, it can be a one-possession game.
Yeah.
They still need some sort of scoring with 7 minutes left. No offensive score since their first play. They pitch it to Cornegay, heading right. They'll get it to the 39.
That play very easily could have ended disastrous as Berlin missed the tackle in the backfield.
Cornegay again proving why he's a top-tier running back for Darby.
Yeah, one of the best in the OCC.
Yeah. Jonah Marsh now lining up in the shotgun. Darby, they usually play very tight. To play fake. The throw over the middle is caught.
That's Kruner.
For the first down, they'll move the chains past midfield. So Darby with a little bit of offensive life, digging in the playbook a little bit.
He did a great job of holding on to the ball there. I saw that he kind of...
It was a little bit juggling.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a juggling act.
Took a little bit of a hit straight to the chest.
But he held on and picked up the first down for Darby, and that's going to move him into the Berlin side of the field.
No, all on knee in motion. As Marsh throws it up again to Kruner for the first down, the 35. So it looks like Kruner is getting into the passing action.
Yeah.
Darby gets to 34. Now Berlin has to adapt.
Yeah, they gotta start playing a little more conservatively. Drop some more guys back into coverage. We've seen an unusual four-man front for Berlin with that outside linebacker on the edge.
But now they pitch it to Cornegay, and Cornegay, with a little bit of head steam, gets 7 yards, and I guess that's what you're talking about. They made him think,
could be a possibility of pass.
Yeah.
They ran it this time.
On the carry for Darby.
Clock will roll.
2nd and 4 from the Berlin 28. This is likely in Dale Almeida's field goal range. They line up in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. But they will run a little misdirection. This is Griffith. Griffiths will get the first down, and they'll put Darby in the red zone. Darby moving quickly on this drive. A little urgency there.
Gibson runs the ball for Darby.
Berlin kind of looking out of funk.
Center Aiden Bucci shaking up on the play, but he's gonna go right back out there.
Back in the tee, Griffith. Nothing much. Yard or 2 on the play of that. Berlin defensive line showing up once again. We'll set up 2nd down and 8. For the Darby offense, and Jonah Marsh again under center. Back to the tee. Griffith in motion, and they blow the play dead. The flag out. They're trying to move Griffith in motion. It looked like they were going to pitch it with Griffith as the lead blocker for Cornegay.
Encroachment on the defense.
So it'll be 2nd and 3. Berlin can't be playing like that. That's self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah.
They've been playing pretty clean,
Yeah.
but you can't do that, especially when you're trying to wrap the game up.
Yeah. Got to be disciplined.
Nori will probably light them up
Yeah.
in the film room. Cornegay with the handoff. They'll get the first down.
Darby's got to pick up a little bit of urgency. 3 minutes and 42 seconds left.
Down 2 scores.
Looks like
They run. Oh, and an
injured
injury to
player
Cornegay.
again. Cornegay.
He's been
down.
playing hurt earlier. Looks like appears to be his right leg. And that's not what Darby wants.
No.
Torrey Jackson is the apparent backup for Darby. Cornegay, it's like he's limping off.
A lot more of an apparent limp this time compared
Yeah.
to the last time.
Walking on his own feet. We'll see if Darby tries to rally around him as they get to 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I mean, as I said, Darby's got to watch the clock.
Yeah.
Clock does stop in high school for injuries, and it does not cost a timeout.
Clock now back to moving. Jonah Marsh is under center, or in the shotgun, with Troy Jackson to his left. They're pretty tight. They'll try to run a misdirection to Griffith, who's slammed to the ground. We'll get to the 3-yard line. Solid gain for Darby. And, I mean, if this is the misdirection that they want,
Yeah.
they'll take what they get.
Maryland eye look for Darby.
Marsh
We're gonna check.
stepping away. Checking with the sideline.
Again, clock is running.
Nearing down to 2:45. Now back to the tee. They'll pitch it. It's like this is Jackson, and he's down to the 1. They did not get it. We'll set up 3rd and goal. There's a Berlin player down. Slow to get up, Brown Lopez, but he does get up.
A little bit of wrestling between him and Jackson.
Yeah,
Fighting for that ball.
looks like Berlin's lined up pretty tight. They'll hand it up the middle, and looks like it's going to be a Darby touchdown. So it looks like Braylon Griffith.
No, they're going to say he's short.
Short. Oh, wow. The Berlin D holds up.
Wow.
4th down.
They got to really pick it up here.
Darby moving fast. They'll hand it up the middle. No, he did not get there. Braylon Griffith held up short, held down at the 2-yard line. They did not break. As there is a Berlin defender on the ground. Is that Hudson Ullman?
Yeah.
That would be a big loss as he gets
Stretched
up.
out.
But what a stop from that Berlin defense.
Wow. Impressive stuff by the Berlin D.
Goal line stand. And with 1:49 left, it looks like they can close it out. But with your backs to the wall, you got to play it safe at the goal line.
It's gonna force Darby to use their timeouts.
Darby does have all 3.
Yeah. With timeouts gone like that, you're gonna have to go for an onside kick. Say you get the ball and score.
I mean, looking back, would you have kicked the field goal, or would you still have gone for it?
I
Move the ball up a little bit.
think I'm taking my 3. We saw Berlin. They took the 3 in the red zone against Upper Arlington, and it proved out to work pretty well because they got the onside kick back and they had plenty of time to work that down the field. Obviously, they ended up falling short, throwing an interception on the last play of the game.
Yeah.
But you know, you're gonna need those 3 points.
Yeah, anything you can get, and we'll look at that play as a decisive play when we come back.
Yeah.
In the film room.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. Berlin looking a bit energized now. They know they're gonna pierce so their first win as Hilliard Darby takes their first time out. The guys head out to the field. Hilliard Darby appearing to now go 2-4. With wins over rival Hilliard Bradley and Division II Euclid. As Les rolls right and keeps it, and he does have some space. Oh, and he might get to the 25-yard line so they get their back out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Good blocking on the left side.
Incredibly smart play by Les to get down and slide inbounds and not run out of bounds and force Darby to take another timeout.
The clock's still moving, or clock's now stopped, but now with essentially 95 seconds left, the game's on ice.
Yeah. The only chance Darby has is to force a turnover.
Yeah. Unless now moving to the near side. He'll keep it, got to space, and he'll slide down near the first down marker. There's a flag down, though. The 27. The ball. The Bears look like they're moving back. Would have been a 2nd and 1. Might dim their momentum, but
odds are still
well in their favor.
Yeah.
Now Berlin trying to work out their formation. Now that they're going to run the ball, makes sense to just bring out the tight ends.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Clark patiently running, but nothing much to gain. Down at the 19.
Clock is going to run.
Keep running.
No.
Darby
not using their timeout just yet. They used it.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
So
clock will run.
It's like they're waving the white flag.
Yeah. Just about.
So might as well head into the victory formation. Let's still line up in the gun. They'll hand it off to Clark, who gets nothing much.
Yeah, Darby looks like they have waved the white flag.
So, and now with less than 30 seconds,
Less than 30 seconds.
here so that the Bears are going to get their first win of this football season. Bit late, but on homecoming night,
Berlin 7-1 on homecoming. 13 straight conference wins. You can't doubt the Bears. Don't call them out, or don't, lose faith. There's
with
still
the
a
big
chance for an
17-7
OCC
win.
There's a still chance for the OCC chip.
Yeah.
But a great game, a really respectful win from the Bears, a hard-fought game. After that first drive from Darby,
Yeah.
That game could have gone either way.
Yeah, Darby thought they had the momentum. They were putting on the first half, but the second half just all went to Berlin. A.J. Clark put it on.
Yeah.
And without big touchdown pass from Les to Maxon. Maxon.
And that just put life back into the Berlin offense and propelled them to a victory. As Berlin runs over to the student section, a sea of red, white, and double blue. They're going to celebrate tonight. They're going to have a fun time tomorrow at homecoming. Awesome stuff here at 3140. Special thanks to Dustin Krause and our camera woman, Becca Lape. We will see you next time, next game against Dublin Jerome.
That'll be a big one. Thank you from Ishan.
Thank you from Alex. Forever, claws up.
Yeah.